don't have dogs on my street, because I call every time I see one that doesn't, it's not, not.
Well-
And I don't see no dogs on my street, because I call the police, I call the, everybody.
I didn't write anything down, but can I say something about her, the dog? These people.
No, you gotta say your name now.
Yeah.
Your name and address, ma'am.
Name
No,
and
it's kind of like, 5103 Outlook. The dogs, they open up their door at 11 o'clock at night, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, open up their front door and let the dogs run. This is every night. They do this. And I said it before when I was here the last time, they're gonna keep this up and I'm gonna shoot one of them. Because it's bad. I was told the story, and I saw her when she started walking. She had her dog and she had a cat walking behind her. And she went around to the circle. And the neighbor on the corner heard the dog. And she came out. She came out. If she hadn't came out, they probably would have attacked her.
Better get squad out here,
But
chief.
they said that she told me, the neighbor told me that those dogs surrounded her.
They did.
So, and they don't understand.
She called at 11 o'clock at night, so Mary, every time that happens, call the trustees.
They won't answer.
Call the trustee.
I brought it to Mr. Mann's attention last month at the meeting that you can't even access his extension through the office. It hangs up on you. And he told me he would take care of it. I called it today because I was sure he had taken care of it, and it's identically the same.
Well, I never can get, well.
You can't get them.
That's when I started.
Better get squad.
All right, let's move on, Vicki.
Look at her, just insistent he is. He just so
Oh,
insistent.
yeah.
Chief, we might need a squad out here.
Can you come closer so we can hear you?
Yes,
They
I will.
almost bit my
I'm
dog's
gonna
head
try
off
very
and me
hard.
too.
Pardon me. It's very hard for me to talk loud, but I will try. First, I'm a yoga teacher, all right? I am the yoga teacher in Jefferson Township. I want you to cross, everybody, cross your hands over your
I
hearts.
think if you do that yoga with your people in our hands.
No, I'm trying to get a place to have one.
He's good.
Yes. Cross your hands over your heart, please. Just put it like this and
They don't fit.
couple breaths. Just a couple breaths in and out.
Well, we see who's doing it.
Calm ourselves down, please. This is not yelling and screaming, this is
I was
just,
just saying.
I need a venue to have my class. This is me doing a service to my community, who is one of the unhealthiest townships in the entire state.
Yes.
Now, I'm doing this for my community, for my neighbors, the ones I know, the ones I know mostly. I love my neighbors, I love my township. I want to do my class, I need a venue. I don't charge, you know, other than paying. My neighbors don't have to. So I need this, can I use this room, or can I have another room? Sent a letter sometime back about it, and all I got was a phone call saying, it's not me. From someone who used to be in the fire department,
So can she use the room?
Where do you have that? You
Trustees, can she use
Yeah, well, we're
the
having it
facility?
at the old firehouse.
We pay for it.
Firehouse.
We pay for it, can she use the facility? What day and what time do you need it?
Well, I'm doing one on Zoom right now, you know, but that's, a lot of people don't Zoom,
Why?
you know. A lot of people don't have computers. I would like to have a room or an essential place that people feel safe, where they can come, they can do yoga with me, and it's in a chair, so you're not gonna, nobody's, I make sure everybody signs waivers, but they can't take my class, okay? So you won't get in any trouble, I won't get in any trouble, and we'll just have a nice class. I mean, ladies have been in my class, you know what it's
Yeah.
like, you know, a lot of fun.
We also need our chairs back. The fire department has our chairs. They took them out of building 59 and they spread them all over the township. So trustees, could you get the fire department to give our chairs back?
Because they're very good chairs for yoga, your backs go back, so you can lean back in them and do stuff.
Can I ask what days do you want to
Well,
use the
I was
facility?
doing, the one when I was working, doing it at 59, I was doing it on Mondays morning at 10 o'clock,
Okay.
which is.
What happened to the fire department where we used to have them?
You can't use that, they ain't never fix it. You said on Monday, at one time, 10 o'clock,
10.
and then what is the other day?
Okay, and the day that I'm doing it on Zoom is Thursday morning at 11. I can give you an address, if you give me your email, I can send you.
Trustees, can you all,
Can you get us a room?
make a decision whether she can use the facility or not? Because you guys are, if you come up here, you can't catch any of you guys, so. And you can't say it's in use. She says she's gonna have a waiver signed. Is that something you guys could, allow? Because we paid for this. So we should be able to use this, other than coming to the meeting and, talking about township business. And you guys should support the people that want to have something for this township,
Make them more
for
happy.
free of charge.
I thought you were gonna have a community service center when you first started talking about coming to the Calumet Center. Mr. Mann said that he was gonna have Mr. Mann said that he was gonna make a community, center.
He told me he's
Community
gonna
room.
have a water park too on the corner of Blairwood and Derby.
I don't have an objection to it, I always thought it was a good thing. We're just now getting back into open facilities with this. There used to be a calendar that admin had up front to take care of booking the space and all of that. Keep in mind, the county is our landlord. If the COVID thing ramps up, they could put us back into lockdown, but we just haven't had space requests for over a year because of COVID, so, yeah, it doesn't sound unreasonable, it's just a matter of getting it worked out of time and
Who
availability.
do I contact in the county? Well,
Get with Wolf, set an appointment with
I'd
Wolf.
like to
try
know
and set
that
it
my
up.
trustees back me. That would be wonderful.
Can the trustees all agree on that, and then Mr. Wolf can move? If you guys all say it's okay, he'll move on it.
Yes.
Do you say it's okay, Mr. Mann?
Yes, he's gonna have to.
Okay, and you say it's okay, and Jim said it was okay. So they all said it's okay, so she can get with Mr. Wolf. And is that okay, Mr. Wolf? Okay, and what's a good time she can meet with you? Mr. Wolf, what's a good time she can
I'll
meet
get
with
my
you?
business card.
Okay, that would be good.
So please note, trustee, that the fire department still has the chairs, we still can't have the class if we don't have a chair. These chairs can't suffice, because those chairs have backs that bend back, and we need those chairs.
You can't stack these chairs.
We can stack them, but we can't use them.
Right, for
Class.
that.
Oh, chair.
But if you need help bringing them over from there, I'll volunteer my truck and bring over some of the chairs, if that'll help out. Is that okay?
This is something that really worked well.
We're all working, let's work together as a community the way we should, so if that's okay, we can do this together.
Since you brought it up twice tonight, Tracy, I'll get with you about these chairs. I thought it was already taken care of by the road
You
department.
know, what I was told is that I have to bring it to the trustees to get the chairs from the fire department. That's what I was told.
Take them.
They just said it was okay.
There's one thing though. She said the women, there's men in
No,
town.
men.
She said women.
That's
There's
because that's
men
what-
here.
Don't worry about me, I'm gonna show up, I'm busy enough.
Even Mr. Wolf and Mr. McGuire, even Mr. Wolf can come, he's not in the township, he's in Montgomery County.
But
He
she
can
didn't
come.
say men.
There's
So
been
rephrase that.
men in the crowd.
There you go, there you go, there you go.
Then I'm more than welcome.
There you go.
So, Chief Wright, when would be a good time? You want me to come and pick up their chairs, or you're gonna have the firemen bring the chairs down here? That way we can get this all worked out tonight, and, cause she's really trying to get this done.
I truthfully, I thought it was taken care of.
And
I'm
and she has a wonderful class. I used to-
Yeah, she will wear you out, cause I'm sore, but yeah.
I knew.
So-
How about tomorrow?
Okay, what's tomorrow? Where's it? Oh, yeah, that'd be good, my mouth would be numb, but I'll be good. About what time? I get off at 5.
Mr. Wright, there's at least 15 chairs, that I know of, but we have more than that. We have 25 chairs.
What's the most people you usually have in your class, the largest you have?
18.
Well, whatever Chief Wright say that, we can get on the truck, we're gonna get those on the truck and get that here so that, come, next Monday, she can have her class at 10 o'clock, you right? I might come and take it on my break, just say, wear me out now, wear me out.
What time you get off?
I have to
I get on
clarify
the
for the record for everyone that the county does, the county commissioners own the building, they schedule the building, we do not have any control over scheduling. So I will go in the morning for you and for everyone, and I will ask the county if those days are available. Number two, what are their stipulations? And then I'll come back to you.
I'm more flexible, I can do other days.
That's fine, I'll let you know.
The big rep,
Six.
So I'll let you know, I'll call you, I'll give you.
You just want to meet them down there?
Over at 59,
Huh?
at 59?
Yes.
Yes, I'll meet you there in my truck.
Okay, that's fine.
Gotcha. Just a real quick question. So we don't rent this spot?
That's because
We rent this spot
This room,
We rent this room?
but getting into the building, they have
Okay.
the access
Okay.
for security.
I got you.
All right, trustee reports. Mr. McLaughlin, you're up.
Thank you. So, trustee reports reporting what we've done for the residents. I heard about a house there, we discussed in the work session at our derby and the last meeting, and then I received some phone calls. And I went and talked to went and saw the house. I was just floored by it. It looks okay from the front. This is in walking distance from my new road garage. I'm glad Steve says that we are starting the process to get taken care of. I did tell the neighbor who did the complaining, that Tracy, I didn't catch her last name, but I did give her the thought, and I will do it. If they don't do it, I'll do it. I think I'll get in there and I will correct her. So in doing that, I did some more driving around, and then back on Hopewell, I pull up to a vacant house. I'm looking at this one house, and as I get out of my truck, I see water running down the gutter. Somebody's got a water leak. So I follow it. No, there's a catch basin that's overflowing. What the heck? This is Jefferson, so the landlords, there's a person in that house right there sitting on the front porch. I go talk to them, and they've been around and around, do the same old thing. I try to call the township, can't get my answer to the phone. I finally got hold of the township. They said it was the county road. The county said it was the Dayton road, blah, 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 blah. That's ours. And there again, I just think we need a little better control and leadership in the road. Myself, I know how to fix that. It's not that big of a job. You can pull the lid off of it. You hire a vac truck, you rent a vac truck, you get it sucked out, you clean it out, and rock and roll and go on. We need to do a little better, and then teach these guys how to do road repairs instead of just mowing grass. I think we have, that's what I'm doing. I'm driving the roads, I'm looking at the township, trying to make this place better. And I think I'll do some more spraying here. We have some more sunny weather coming. I get done cutting hay. I'll do some more spraying. I want to take the Miami Valley environmental class that's given. Tracy told me about that. If the township won't pay for it, I'll pay for it myself. But I think we need to take that. It'd be a good asset for the township for us to be involved in that. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Okay, I have been to a couple of meetings.
Okay.
So work with the MVRPC, and they've got some programs that's going on, and I'm gonna find out exactly, and some resident or can be appointed to this particular place.
What is that?
Miami Valley Regional Planning Committee.
So, I've done that, and then Mr. Wolf went over on off of the dead end of that Tucson area where we were having a lot of problems with, this place for this guy is not, does not have running water or a restroom, but
Tucson.
in there,
That's
he,
where
was there with the police in that situation. He tried to get the Montgomery County out there, the health department, but they would not come. So we have a problem there. Now, is going back, yeah, when we took over this facility here, this area, we were trying to get that first, as you come in the door, trying to get that first section in there for senior citizens. Something for the seniors. No one that we talked to stepped up and said that they would work with us on that. So that facility, that spot has been sitting there. But that's was one of the things that we were looking for or trying to have done. Now, we try to do things, but there again, we don't have, people don't work with us all the time. So we have to wait until something happens or somebody comes up and they want to do something. So we're not here to keep you guys, our citizens from doing things. We try to get you involved in the beginning when we started this whole process. So that's really what we are right now. So, yeah, Mr. Wolf, we just can't open up here and let anybody come in and start an activity. We got to check with Montgomery County and make sure everything's all right. So Mr. Wolf will check that out.
Well, I hope you come see about my street, because if not, I have a plan.
My thing to say is, I hope you walk the streets of Jefferson Township and see the dogs.
And then some person, a lady called me, and she was thanking for having a good day, which she had a few good days, and I did appreciate that call from this individual. But that's where we are right now. I won't call her name, but she's gonna probably say something here before we do. That's all I have.
For my comments, I guess first of all, this whole debate on the fire truck. I'm not going to be embarrassed as a trustee to have a total loss because we didn't have the right equipment. I voted to get this truck because we can't afford it. They originally backed off buying this because they thought they could make those fire trucks work, and then they started breaking down again. So it's easy to second guess that from where you sit. But that's my rationale for why we did it. It's something we can resell, or it might be a good backup engine for us down the road. Miriam, you've got a very well documented situation on your street with those dogs. And just because I didn't say anything in this meeting doesn't mean I don't care. I've been out there on Saturday nights. I said that in the last meeting. I've had several discussions with Captain Flagg on it. It's getting to the point that this issue is not something open for a public forum. It's turning into a civil matter between you and your neighbors.
How many dogs do they have?
So,
Quite a few. Quite a few. But Mr. McGuire, I think it's over 3, it used to be over 3 dogs, you had to have a kennel license. No, it's 15, I looked it up. You can have up to 15 dogs before it's considered a kennel. They changed it. Okay.
now, with your complaints, which it's gone to the state level, the Attorney General level, Captain Flagg is feeling it. Trust me. But it's also, we gotta operate within the laws that we have as a township. So
But her
We've heard you
safety's been
several
threatened.
My
times.
safety has been threatened, Jim, you don't understand. That one dog growled at me, he looked like he wanted to bite my dog's head off, and after he did that, he was coming after me.
The big rat.
And that turns into a civil matter with you and your neighbors.
They have to be on the leash now.
No, none of them are ever on a
Well,
leash.
then, there you go. For the-
They are never on the leash.
From-
I have never, ever
They're
been
supposed to
on
be on
once
the leash.
seen them on a
Now,
leash.
from a governmental standpoint, I do want to vet this out so that we don't have a situation like Dayton had.
I have,
So,
I have. I've been reporting them everywhere.
If they're not on the leash, it's illegal. I
But
know
Jimmy, you
that.
But
say
this is-
she has
this
to
is-
take them to court?
Those dogs.
When you
are-
say
I
it's
can
a
show
civil
you
matter?
I
That
can
you
tell you
have to
that
be
it
handled
could be
by court?
evolving to that, but we haven't finished looking into what we can do. It has Captain Flag frustrated.
It should
He would
be,
like
it's
to
more
make
than
it
a
happen.
civil matter because
Well,
it's
where-
affecting
maybe she
everybody
can
on
speak
that
on
block.
it.
Really?
People that live there won't even feel comfortable to come out in their
Don't
own
they have
yard
to be on the
As
to
of-
leash?
enjoy the.
As of the last
Yeah,
meeting,
there it is.
that was
right
the
there.
first time that we had a second
Have to
resident
even
come
one.
forward.
Have to be on the leash.
So, and I believe the day after that meeting, there was something went down on that street. and
Well,
there
that was the city of
some
Dayton.
progress.
That was
That
the
was
city of
Dayton.
Dayton.
I got pictures.
No,
So-
I will speak up there. We spent 7 hours there that morning and towed 5 cars. And we started filing all the paperwork. Now, in the afternoon, the city of Dayton smoked out some kind of sting and chased a group of men to that house, same house, and they ran inside. And the Dayton police and the sheriff took them out and took them down and arrested them. But we were there that morning and got waves from a lot of ladies in the neighborhood thanking us for doing it. So Captain Flag and I personally stood out there and we towed those vehicles that were eyesores.
Well, thank you.
And so,
We appreciate that.
We do.
It's just they came right
You
back.
know, they came up in my
They
yard.
came right back.
But Mr. Wood, if they're not on the leash, you can take them, fine them, the police can find them.
I can't answer for what the police.
I
can
know
or
what
can't
I'm
do.
saying, I know they can.
But I have no, the township has no way of making the sheriff do anything that's not permitted.
Now, if the sheriff is called and the dog is not on the leash,
That's for you to argue with the sheriff because we do not govern the law.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying you have,
It's not the
a
sheriff's
million
job,
called,
it's not the
So what
sheriff's
happens-
job
Animal
to take care of
resource.
dogs.
Animal
Yeah,
resources.
I can take care of it.
Because
They
they
won't,
know
because they
in my
won't
yard
see,
all
we
the
had
time.
the same issue.
I have to run
We had
They
the
don't
same
see it
issue.
leave the property,
But-
they will.
but
I
you
know
see
I
the
go
dog.
dogs 3 or 4
The
times
dog
during the
warden
night.
has to see the dog
Out.
leave the
That's what
property.
I'm saying.
But the dog is normally
They don't
back
do
by the
that.
time they get there. So that's what happens. The
The
dog
only,
is
the
back.
only thing that I'm gonna say is, we're trying to plot a solution, but there's just not anything where we can go seize the dogs and so forth. It's got our
It's really
attention,
difficult.
trust me.
Well, you don't live there, though. You don't get the smell.
I've been out there I've been down there, trust me.
Jim, Jim, I only got one question to say. One thing.
Difficult to
How would you feel if you can't even walk up the street in peace? And then my one neighbor said, if I were you, I'd walk down the street and walk the other streets. I'm type 2 diabetic. My doctor tells me to exercise. If I don't get my exercise in, my A1C goes up. When A1C goes up, then my doctor's mad at me. Don't you exercise? Don't you do this? And then I gotta tell it, God, I wanna exercise, but I can't. Then I gotta go and tell them why I can't. I've got dogs on the in the neighborhood that I can't even, I'm afraid to go up the street just to catch a bus. And that's the only way I can get around. I don't have a car. If I ask my friends, I gotta pay them. So, Jim, you're safe. I'm not. You can come out of your house and don't have to worry. But I can't. Period. I can't. I'm scared. When that brindle dog growled at me, that was all that did it. I had a doctor's appointment that day and I had to tell him why I was a nervous wreck.
Do we have a vicious dog ordinance here?
No, there's
The
not a
deputy,
word.
let the deputy answer this.
That I don't know, I'd have to look.
Like if a dog bothers you in the yard, you have a right to defend yourself.
In your yard, yeah.
Yes, in your own yard, you can have a shoe dog in your own yard.
Yeah.
But you know what, he don't have to be your yard, I'm telling you. I look at the,
When
your
you say
police
in
show
your
up,
yard,
if
so
you, the dog is not on the leash,
street, you can't shoot it.
you can shoot
In
it.
your own yard. It's
In your yard.
in your
Dog,
yard. That dog comes in on your property.
you know, when you go out Oakwood and Centerville, you know they got these flags and things, but the dogs can't come out in a certain area, you know, they can't leave their, yard. Have you noticed that? Have you ever been out
It's
there?
just really very hard to prosecute somebody that owns dogs, because
Well, then you
everybody
have to
says that
shoot
their
them.
dogs have rights, or they're right as owners.
But
And so,
15
so
dogs.
do you remember the incident when the lady complained about the dog, the caseworker? And they didn't do anything until she was mulched.
And killed. I used to live in that area.
Yeah, and that's when they took the people that own the dog and dogs, and they went to jail, but the lady was dead.
And they made a law about that.
No.
They didn't make a law.
Yeah, they made a law, they called it
Yeah.
something about her.
I'm telling you, I don't know what y'all would do. That dog, if that dog is not on the leash, they supposed to be on the leash, I don't care what you do.
Well, I rode
You
one
should know that your dog should be on the leash.
My dog is always on the leash.
And my granddaughter dog is always.
Trustees, move to adjourn.
Second.
Trustee McGuire,
Yes.
trustee Mann,
Yeah.
trustee McCloskey.
Yes.
Trustee Davis.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.
We're adjourned at
We said we were gonna take. I'm
Sit down, Jane.
Oh, she got, we can give her a round. Is it